Our video today is about building a shrink wrap shed. Not sure what that is? Well, don't worry, I didn't know what it was either until I actually built one. And this is what it looks like. Hi, I'm David again, and here we are in Vermont, and it's springtime, at least we thought it was, and there's still snow on the ground. The weather's a little cold, but we're going to build a shed on skids with a rain collection roof into tubs. The shed is going to go on 8 skids. We picked up these 8 skids behind a strip mall, and we're just going to piece them together. We're going to put some black tar paper on the bottom in order to shield the moisture from coming up. We're going to stabilize the floor, and then we're going to use 2x3s to build the structure. So we'll use this plastic material, and just like we did, if you remember, we did the box, and then we did underneath the camper. We're going to do the same thing with the shed. We're going to build individual wall panels, and then we'll screw them in and create the whole wall structure. Now the roof will be our water collection system, and so we're not going to do a shrink wrap roof. We're actually going to build a roof with these plastic panels that we'll put on the roof. It'll be angled, and it will come towards the camper this way, and then we'll have a gutter collect it, and then we have our barrels over here. And the barrels are basically, we have a soft barrel. We're going to try that. So we'll collect it into here, we'll filter it through this, then we'll store it into here, and then take it into the camper. So that will actually solve Keith's water problem for at least 3 seasons. The winter is still a problem, obviously, because it freezes, but at least 3 seasons with running water in the camper. He can wash dishes. Remember, he has a composting toilet, so he doesn't use it there, but he can shower. We have 1.5 days to get this set up, because even though it's sunny right now, the forecast is showing rain in about 1.5 days. So we're going to do this as fast as we can. So enjoy. Okay, ready, set, go!
Ooh, drama.
So in building the floor, what we did is we screwed 2 of the skids together so that we had that stability. And then we put the tar paper underneath it, and it took 2 full sheets, about 96 inches of, and we just covering the bottom so that it seals the humidity and anything, and actually critters from the earth coming up into the shed. Because again, remember, we're trying to protect some of the natural fertilizing components that he wants to put inside the shed. We did this to 2. We're going to do it to another 3 sets, and then we'll have our base put together. So we finished building the 8 skids with the tar paper on the bottom, and now we're just going to kind of fix some of our broken panels so that we can walk on it and build our walls. But eventually we'll lay down a floor that's a little bit more sturdy and filled in, so we don't have this thing where we break panels and we fall through the floor. So this is our first panel wall that we built. This is the 8-foot height, and then it'll angle down to approximately 6 feet, and we'll put our roof on top of that. But this is our first wall. We shrink wrapped it the tall way, and then once we build the whole structure, we're going to shrink wrap it the horizontal way. Alrighty, so here we are. We got 3 walls up. So like we had talked about earlier, we built 2 8-foot sections, and we put one 8-foot section here, put it together with the other 8-foot section. We have a 6-foot section here and a 6-foot section there, and put them together, tacked both of them at the bottom here to their skid floor. And then we built our end panel, which has the angle for our roof and ceiling. And so the only thing we really have left to do, besides for putting a floor in, is putting the doorway in right over here. So right now we've got 2 braces just holding it up so that it's quasi square. And so we're going to build one here with a door, an access point. We're looking at making the door about at least 36 inches so that we can get some fairly large items in and out comfortably. So we've been racing the clock because we're trying to get this done before the rain comes, and dealing with this floor, we're rethinking what we had originally thought, which we were going to steal the lumber from old skids and use those planks to create a floor. But getting the planks off of the old skids is a real problem. It's not quick. You break them, the nails are rusty. It's just a lot more work than we have time for. So what we've decided to do is we're just going to buy some sheathing boards, and we're just going to put 4 sheets. And so it'll just look like this. And we're just going to cover the whole floor with 4 of these sheets, and we'll trim them to size. And it'll just be smooth and nice and quick because honestly, we're running out of time. The rain moved up. It's no longer tomorrow. It's coming during the night. So we have to finish this by 7 p.m., which really only gives us about another 4 hours to try to put a roof on this thing and finish it off. So that's what we're going to do with the floor, but in the meantime we're going to keep working on the door. So as you can see, we put the door in the structure. The floor's been finished. We redid that. There's no wind whatsoever. So it's good. So next we're going to work on shrink wrapping in the other direction. This means we're going to go around horizontally on our all the way up to the top. And then after that, we'll work on the roof.
All right, well, good morning. The weather forecast changed. It wasn't going to rain that night, so we decided to just quit. And then we came out early this morning, and as you can see, maybe you can't, but we're racing the rain again. But we got the structure for half the roof. We're going to build it. We're going to move it on top. We're going to tack our sheathing in, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, we were able to get the framing of the roof up, but the rain came before we were able to finish. So we just threw the roof panels up and kept the rain from hitting the inside here, but we'll have to wait in order to finish it because it's really starting to rain now. But we're pretty happy with our results. The framing's strong. The framing on the roof is good, and it should work.
Yesterday was a very, very difficult day. We got up at 6, we started at 7, started raining about 10, and we still didn't have the roof up. So it rained on us pretty much all day on and off. It was a very, very difficult day because you're trying to put roof sheets up there and it's raining and it's at the bottom, it's coming right down in your face. And I mean, it was just really difficult. And then we tried to put the gutter up while the water's running off the roof. I mean, that was just one kind of a fun disaster, but we worked our way through it. We were cold and wet. The Shrinkwrap shed. Say that 10 times. Shrinkwrap shed. Shrinkwrap shed. Tomorrow they're predicting 1 to 3 inches of snow. So we're going to take time off and actually we'll take you along. We'll go look at some property and that kind of thing. Part of Keith's adventure is not only being off-grid in a camper, it's eventually to buy his own uninhibited land and to build a cabin out in the middle of nowhere off-grid. And so today, because we were expecting about 1 to 3 inches of snow, we decided we'd take the day off and kind of look around at some of the properties. So I don't know where we are. We're somewhere north, still in Vermont, and we're looking at a 53-acre lot here. It's still got a lot of snow in it because we're further north, but we're looking at it. Interesting. Definitely off-grid, definitely wild. A lot of work.
I hope you enjoyed that video. That was the build of our Shrinkwrap shed. And that shed actually held up for about 3 years before we dismantled it and moved it to a more permanent location on Keith's property. But a couple things that we learned about a Shrinkwrap shed is that you don't want to spray paint it just to try to get it to blend in with nature, because the paint dries out the plastic and then the plastic becomes brittle and then it cracks and then you defeat the whole purpose of having it in the first place. Second thing we learned is that you want to make sure it's on a good footing. Ours, we didn't put too much work into that, and you really want to do that because over time it'll settle and go in different directions and it just weakens the construction of it. The third thing we learned was that instead of using clear plastic, we could have used kind of a clear green plastic, which would have blended in with nature a little bit better. So on the next one, we'll build it with that kind of plastics. Our next 2 videos are going to be about buying land and what we learned in that process, as well as building a road in a forest, up a mountain, to gain access to the property that we bought completely off-grid. So join us for those 2 videos, and you can do that by subscribing. If you just hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified when our videos are released. And we'd also appreciate it if you would like the video, or if you would leave us a little comment so that we can interact with you, our audience. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.